Welcome, 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 and good night. Please don't unsubscribe. And my bad about y'all seeing my bra and all that stuff. So I got a new story for y'all. This gonna be about my very first, well, she wasn't really like my first girlfriend. Well, kind of, sort of. So I had a girl experience before her, but she was my first, if you want to call a girlfriend. But I don't usually count her because of the fact that like we lasted for like a couple of days. So, I had an actual like girlfriend that lasted like years. So this one, I don't really consider a girlfriend like that. But, I guess you call her my 5-day girlfriend. I'm going to name her Ashley. So like I was talking to this girl. Now this was, Lord, it was so long ago. I was young. That's all I know. I'm not old now, but I'm about to be 31. So, yeah. So we talking on Tagged or whatever. Like she said something about like, did I like girls and stuff like that. And around this time, like nobody knew I liked girls. Like, because back in the day, it was basically a crime to like the same sex. You know what I mean? I'm so glad like 2023 is not like that, because back then, man, you say you like the same sex if you want to. People look at you in disgust. People want to beat your ass. Like, shit is just too serious for no reason. Meanwhile, like, all you do is just like the same gender. But okay. So, we talking or whatever. And mind you, like, back then, I had so many girls on my tag. Like, I did have guys on there, too, because it was kind of like a... Like, I always liked guys, but I kind of used guys at that time as, like, a way to hide that I liked girls or whatever. And it would throw, like, my brother off. Because I remember one day, like, we was going through, like, his tag or whatever. And we was kind of talking about the different women that was, like, hitting him up and shit like that. And one day he was like, man, we should joke and stuff, on your tag or whatever. Let's go to your tag to see what your messages is. And meanwhile, I'm like, I don't really want to do that. And he was just like, why we can't go to your tag or whatever. And I was just like, oh, it's just a bunch of, no, I ain't say thirsty, because thirsty wasn't even around then. I think I said, it's just a bunch of guys saying like, good morning, beautiful, stuff like that. It ain't nothing serious. And he was just like, okay, well, let's go to it. Let's laugh at them. And I was like, I don't think you're going to laugh at mine. Like, yours is a little bit more funny. You know what I mean? And he was just like, let's go on your page. So we go on there, and he was just like, why you got so many girls on your stuff? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, and I just basically kind of try to play it off like, oh, I just be accepting whoever, and he was like, okay, well, let me talk to this one. This one cute. Oh, and now I'm getting kind of upset, on the inside, because obviously, at that time, I'm like, I ain't finna let him know what I got going on. But I'm just like, you try to take my damn females. Like, I ain't gonna say the B word, because I know that's a little, too much for you two. But I was like, you trying to take my females from me. Like, bro. And I already ain't fully equipped. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got no thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, all I can really do is talk. And, at this time, man, I hadn't even slept with a girl around this time. That's why I don't count her as my first for real girlfriend. Like, I was just talking to girls. Like, I think the most that I was doing at that time, I hadn't even kissed a girl at that time. That's how crazy that is. So, anyways, back to the story. I just had to throw y'all some, a backstory in there. But yeah, so, I'm talking to a girl, whatever. And like the vibe is like going good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she was really, really cute and stuff. And she had a car. So I'm like, okay, and back then I ain't had no car, nothing like that. So I'm like, oh, she on her grown woman, So, fast forward to, I end up giving her my address. And so she pulled up to the house, stuff like that. Now this late night, you know what I mean? I think I was staying with my grandma at this time. But yeah, like I'm sitting in the car with her, whatever. And, she went to kind of like, okay, so she moved kind of fast. Even though she was flirting with me, she was telling me, Oh, y'all, she gonna tell me that I look like, who was it? Oh, Angela Simmons. She said I look like her. Now, granted, she is very beautiful, but I don't think like we look anything alike. You know what I mean? But she was just like, oh, you look like Angela Simmons, gassing me up and stuff. So I'm like, okay, bitch. I look like a celebrity. All right. So, I'm telling her she cute and stuff like that. I ain't really know what to say. I ain't had no game back then, really. But yeah, she kept like rubbing on my thighs and talking to me and like flirting with me. I'm talking about talking to me, flirting with me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And I was just like, man, if we go in this house, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this to you. I'm gonna do that to you. Blah blah blah. And she was like, okay, let's go. And I'm like, I would, but she was like, okay, where your room at? And I was like, my room, the one all the way at the end or whatever. And she was like, okay, so let's go. I was like, I mean, I was just thinking that we was going to talk for a little while longer. And she was like, you scared? You acting scared? I was like, nah, I ain't scared, man. What? I mean, I'll put it down on your ass. You don't know me. And she was just like, all right, so let's go. Like, so now I'm just nervous because I'm like, shit, how am I going to talk my way out of this? I really ain't about that life. Hell, I hadn't even kissed no girl. Shit, let alone taking her in the room and doing what? I ain't finna sit here. I'm not finna finger you. I'm not finna do none of that. You hear me? Because at the end of the day, like, shit, at that time, I wasn't even masturbating for real. Like, well, I was masturbating, but that's besides the point. I wasn't finna take her in there and do nothing because I didn't know what to do. And I ain't had no strap. But I was telling her, mind y'all, of course I look a little bit more girly now. I'm still boyish, but like back then, like I was like boyish. Like I had the basketball shorts. I had the damn slides. You know what I'm saying? I had my hair in a ponytail, you know what I mean? Like, I was not girly at all. So, I was really just trying to be, you know what I'm saying? Masculine, I guess, So, I'm like, shit, if I wasn't so tired, hell, I'd wear your ass out, type shit. And so, she like, I'm tired of talking about it. That bitch turned her car off. She was serious. You hear me? She was dead ass serious, bro. Like, she really trying to get fucked. And I'm like, oh my God. What am I supposed to do? Like, I was literally losing my mind for real. And so I just tried to distract her. I'm like, okay. So, mind you, I was raised by a guy. So I really like my mindset. I didn't really know like what girly girls like to do. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of something to like distract her. And I'm like, so, what you think about that new Beyonce song? She like, man, listen, I love B, but I'm trying to go in this room and I'm just like, oh, bro, I'm like, oh my God, what do I do, man? I'm trying to distract. Like, and then I think at one point in time, I was like, oh, I like your nails. Your nails look good, girl. You got it going on. You look fine, and she like, all right, I try to come prepared and, try to come looking good, smelling good, blah, 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 which she was, you know what I mean? Everything was up, top tier, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I mean, so, let's just talk for a little while long. She was like, we done talked a lot. Girl, you only been in my house for about an hour, if that. And you trying to go to my room? Like, this me talking now. Like, I ain't say that to her, but I'm just thinking, God damn, how many women you done fucked? Shit, nah. Like, you not nervous? Like, mind you, like I said, I was young. She was young. This is like way back in the day. Like, I just got my license. Like, I'm 17 years old. You know what I mean? Like, she was young, bro. Like, why are you trying to do all of this? How many people's houses you just go in? At the end of the day, realistically, we still strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying all this, but, it was really the fact that I was just scary. But yeah, so what happened? Oh, so she was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about it no more. Fuck it. She opened the door. Everything. You know what I'm saying? She ready to go. Like, she ready to go. So I get out the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold my hand. Because realistically, I'm trying to slow her down from the door. Like, girl, my grandma in here. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was in the back sleep. Like, I'm finna be real with y'all. No cap. Like, realistically, I shouldn't even been doing the shit that I was doing. Because it was probably like 11 o'clock at night or something like that. Now, mind you, I was still in high school. So, at that time, my bedtime, 9 o'clock. But anyways, so we get to the porch. Matter of fact, no, before we get to the porch. So, I had this long-ass driveway. So, I'm telling her, hold my hand and shit. Like I said, to slow her down. So, she started holding my hand and stuff like that. She like, oh, you're so romantic. Girl, I'm just trying to slow you down because you trying to hurry up and get in this damn room. So, I'm like, yeah, girl, you know how I do. You know. And why I'm rubbing my chin like I got fucking facial hair. But, yeah, so we get up the steps or whatever. We on the porch, and I was like, it's getting kind of late, And she was just like, okay, it ain't gonna take us that long. Let's go to the room. And I was like, girl, I'm tired. I'm starting to be a girl now. Like, bitch, listen, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. Well, you talked all this shit on tag about you finna do this, you finna do that. Yeah, that was then. This is now. It's 11 o'clock. You should have came earlier. Mind you, if she would have came earlier, I still wouldn't have been ready. But still. So she was like, all right. She was like, well, I'm going to be back here tomorrow. My bad, y'all. I got distracted. Y'all know I got ADHD. But yeah, so she was like, I'm going to be back here tomorrow or whatever. So tomorrow I'm going to come earlier and we going to do this. Now, mind you, I could have had time because it was about to be, the weekend or whatever. But I was like, all right, you come over here tomorrow, you getting fucked, period. I ain't say period because, back then we didn't say period. But yeah, I was just like, you getting fucked. You come back here, I'm telling you what's up. Like, I got you. I'm laying you down. You getting this. You getting piped. You hear me? Like, and I was really acting like I had a strap, bro. I didn't even have a strap. So what I was going to do when she get in there? Nothing. But, she was like, all right. She was like, well, give me a kiss. My job. I told y'all I had never kissed no girl before. So I was just like, you give me a kiss. Shit. You want a kiss? You give me a kiss. I ain't know how to kiss. You know what I mean? So I ain't want to kiss her first or whatever. So she comes in. She like, all right. This girl wasn't scared of nothing. Okay? Nothing. Fearless. Okay? She came in or whatever. I come in to get her a kiss. Man, we kissed and it was just like butterflies. Like butterflies all in my stomach. And it was almost like, how I feel like the 4th of July, it's fireworks and shit like that. It was like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, my bad, I be getting notifications all goddamn day. But yeah, it was, I don't know how to explain it. And I think it was because it was new. You know what I mean? I had kissed guys before, but it was just it was normal because I'm a girl. That's, that's what we do. But the fact of me kissing a girl, it was just a different type of high. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't know what to say. But y'all, guess what I did? She hit me up later on that night and she basically was like, all right, you better be ready for tomorrow. Block. I blocked her on tag. I blocked her because I really wasn't about what she was talking about. And realistically, she was very aggressive. You know what I mean? And my thing is, I don't really like aggressive women. Well, I'll take it back. I like aggressive women when we're dating. I don't like aggressive women when we first going out because you gonna do so much that it make me nervous. You know what I mean? And then we ain't gonna do nothing. We basically didn't do anything. But, and I think she's still on, I ain't gonna say because, yeah. But, so that's how that story went. I know it went juicy like that, but this was my first girl for real. And I really just didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with y'all. But I really missed y'all. And guess what? We on our what I'm trying to say. We're on the road to 700 subs. And like I said, we've been doing really, really well. Views are amazing. The only thing is, I am very appreciative for the people that do subscribe and everything like that. But I notice as well that, when I look at the analytics and everything, like a lot of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. And it helps my channel out the more of you, subscribing and stuff like that. Granted, the views are amazing. I really, really appreciate those. But definitely, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. Also, I love when y'all give me feedback, when you comment on stuff, when you write me on Instagram, when you message me on Facebook. Anything that you message me on, I really appreciate it. TikTok, all of that. Which I need to actually add some of that to my ending. Not the ending of my videos, but my channel. So y'all know directly where to go. I think I have my Instagram, and that's why I receive most of my messages on Instagram, because I think my Instagram is linked to my channel. But yeah, I really, really love y'all. Man, we really doing it this year. It's crazy, and it's so many blessings, and my channel, I'm really speechless, and I'm so thankful. I had my first interview as well, which I was really, really nervous about. So nervous. And I think that's why I wasn't as hyped. You know what I mean? My personality is very bubbly, excited, just all over the place, hyper. But when I'm nervous, I'm super, super quiet. And it's crazy because my brother had said before, he was just okay, what are you going to do? Once your channel takes off, because it is doing what it needs to do. But he was just once it fully takes off, and you have a whole bunch of subscribers, whole bunch of views, your channel is going crazy. What are you going to do? When people are approaching you in real life, or, you know what I mean? It's situations where, well, basically that, when people see me in real life, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really do not know, because I am very shy. I'm very shy. I have social anxiety, so it is a little nerve-wracking, but this is what I want to do. I want to do YouTube for the rest of my life. I know I'm ranting, y'all, but this really is what I love to do. I love to make y'all laugh. I love to talk to y'all. I love to brighten people's day. I love to be positive. It's just, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, for real. So I got to get more serious, and I guess I'm going to deal with what comes with it. And eventually I'll probably get out of being so nervous and stuff like that. But I do love y'all. I hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful day. I try not to say what day it is, because who knows when I'm going to post this, because I'm already recording late. I'm going to have to edit everything else. I mean, it's dark. Yeah. But I love you guys so freaking much. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I hope you get everything that you want. And give me some kisses. Y'all know how I end this.